welcome to the Gore Podcast, and today we will be talking about someone very special, a person who changed America just by saying a speech. The greatest leader of the American Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King Jr.
Hey, I'm Martin Luther King Jr., the one and only.
Throughout this podcast, there's so many things I and everyone else wants to know about Martin Luther King Jr. One thing, though, we can't just walk up to him and ask questions, so if you want to have your questions answered, there's a website called MLKisbackducks.com, so get your questions answered today or whenever you want to do it. Tell me about yourself. Introduce yourself.
My name is Martin Luther King Jr. I'm an African-American male. I was born on January 10th, 1957 and died on April 4th, 1968.
Wait, so how are you here if you died?
To do this podcast with you, can I continue?
Yes, you may.
When I was 15, I went to Morehouse College, a historical black school in Atlanta. I became a pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. I had a wife named Coretta Scott, and we had 4 kids.
So what are you famous for?
What?
What are you famous for?
How do you not know me?
Well, I know who you are, but they don't.
Who's they?
The people watching, duh.
Well, if you don't know me, I'm really famous for a special speech that changed the world.
Well, according to Carson Claiborne, the author of American Civil Rights Movement, Brianna 25th October 2024 wrote that you were a part of an American Civil Rights Movement. So you didn't really change the whole world, but you changed America forever.
Yeah, but can I continue? Stop interrupting me.
Okay, what was your speech about?
My speech was to make things equal, to have freedom for the Civil Rights Movement. And if you don't know, because apparently you know nothing, the Civil Rights Movement was a huge protest against racial segregation. Oh, how I hated those days. In my speech, I say how African Americans were still not free after slavery. I also said, my friends, even though we face difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in America's dream. I have a dream that my 4 children will one day be in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of the character. I have a dream that one day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls and as sisters and brothers.
Hey, in Carson Claiborne passage, he put that word by word that someone was paying attention to you.
Yeah, and 100,000 other people were listening to what I had to say on August 28, 1963 at Washington, D.C. on the Lincoln Memorial.
Wow, that's a lot of people. So, what made you want to do that speech?
Good question. I wanted to stand up for what was right. I also wanted to make sure that people got the freedom they deserve and stop getting judged by the color of their skin.
Honestly, I'm glad you did that. It's heartwarming.
Thank you.
No, thank you, but I have a question. What was your childhood like?
Well, there's many stories to tell, but we're on a time limit, so I'll tell this story and I'll keep it short. When I was 15, I was on a bus ride to Atlanta and to Dublin, Georgia. The bus came and picked me and my friends up. We always got picked up before the white people got on. Me and my friend Herman had an idea to stay in this bus seat and not move. Later on, when the white people came on, they started to call us slurs and insult us. Me and my friend Herman eventually got up and stood on the bus for 90 miles, all the way to Georgia. I've never been so mad in my life. But it made me realize one thing.
What did it make you realize?
How I basically counted as a nobody. So then I did something about it, and I made America a better place.
Martin Luther King Jr., you are an amazing man. You went from a regular African American male that wouldn't get called names to realize things aren't equal between black and white people, and you wanted to make things right. You are definitely my change maker.
Thank you. I mean, my time is up here. I gotta go. But before I do, make sure you listen to her next episode of All About William Shakespeare, where she will be talking about William Shakespeare, of course. Nah! Okay, y'all ready? I want to give credit to Reagan Crowley, Olivia Bunt, and Mackenzie Hepburn. And myself, of course. See y'all next time.